Hey guys, how's it going? In today's Warframe video, I'm just gonna talk about the SIBEAR. Yes, the funny ice hammer that'll empty your cryotic balance forever. I recently got a Riven, 2 actually, and an Incarnate setup going for the thing, and wondered how viable it could be for Steel Path circuit runs. Spoiler, it is way more than just viable. Let me emphasize here that this content piece is not meant to be a guide. I just want to share what the SIBEAR is capable of, even with the less than optimal setup I have on it currently. And believe me, it is very less than optimal, as we'll see with the Incarnate side of things a little later. This is the build I've settled on for now. Initially I had a Berserker Fury on, even though the Riven provided something like 70% attack speed. It just felt fun to swing a large stick around the enemies very quickly. I figured the SIBEAR wasn't something I'd use too often outside of circuit runs where attack speed decrees like Dueler's Outburst are available, so I decided to put something better in place of the Berserker mod like Condition Overload, thinking it would scale well with the help of status-based decrees like Close Contagion. Even with an empty mod slot, I had no trouble dealing with level 195 Steel Path Exo Elite Lancers. The Exo Heavy Gunners, on the other hand, were more difficult, but those are about the toughest things you'll encounter in this game. Couldn't get a viral setup going because the Riven had bonus electricity damage, so I may or may not make changes to the setup depending on if I care enough to roll the Riven several times over. It's fine as is, but also a little tricky. Let's take a closer look at that pesky Riven mod. Honestly, this Riven is something I'd consider to be a pretty darn good roll. The SIBEAR does have a relatively high or great disposition at 1.35x, but over 200% crit chance is always impressive to see, at least for me. What's not very impressive is the massive negative combo count chance, which really hampers the SIBEAR's Incarnate upgrade. In fact, it is impossible to trigger the Incarnate form, as you'll need to hit a 6x combo counter, which I can absolutely not do with this thing, even with some of the high combo count chance mods equipped in a desperate attempt to compensate. The Riven does feel kind of like a wet blanket on the whole Incarnate upgrades, but the stat boosts still work, and getting melee weapons to activate their Incarnate forms is kind of fiddly anyways. So I just decided that this will do for now. I love that after like a couple of years or so since I built this giant popsicle, it is now finally fun to use with help from the Incarnate conversion. Especially since trying to build this thing back in the day forced me into excavation slavery with a limbo for a while just to recover from the massive cryotic loss. I guess the Incarnate system can help breathe new life into some weapons and make them viable or even great for use in Steel Path missions. I just hope DE gets around to making the whole conversion process for weapons a lot less involved with Cavalera at some point. Maybe put him in the Orbiter or something and take Ortis's place. We really need an uninstall button for Ortis. Let me know if you agree. Right, if you'd like more Warframe content, please do consider checking out the channel and hitting subscribe. You can also join the Discord server, which is free for all with some of the premium channels reserved for Patreon members. Plenty of benefits ranging from downloadable content to private co-op game sessions. Oh, and I'll also put your name up at the end of every video so the whole internet can see it. Join today so we can watch anime together in VC.
Warning, membership may be subject to additional regulations including but not limited to no refunds and you can't tell me what to do.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a good day.